reading passages from Ask Not, The Kennedys and the Women They Destroyed by Maureen Callahan. This one is about the dress that Marilyn Monroe wore for the fundraiser at Madison Square Garden. Page 203, May 1962. The dress. This was going to be the biggest night of Marilyn's life, performing for Jack at Madison Square Garden, a fundraiser under the guise of his 45th birthday party. This seemed proof of Jack's intentions. He was edging closer to making their romance public. Without saying a word, she could out them to America, and what a headline. Marilyn Monroe, the biggest movie star ever, and the President of the United States. She wanted to look like Marlene Dietrich in one of her sparkly souffle gowns, but sexier, edgier, more risque. And so Dietrich, the one-time lover of old Joe and Jack himself, sent Marilyn to her designer, the great French costumer, Jean-Louis. For Marilyn, he conceived a gossamer, flesh-toned dress, glittering with thousands of hand-sewn rhinestones, so figure-hugging that it had to be sewn onto her body, so tight that she couldn't wear undergarments.
No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Misbehaving, saving my love for you, for you, for you, for you.
Mr. President, on this occasion of your birthday, this lovely lady is not only punctilious, but punctual. Mr. President, Marilyn Monroe.
Page 204. The crowd roared.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, Mr. President, for all the things you've done, the battles that you've won, the way you deal with U.S. Steel and our problems by the ton. We thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday!
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Thank you. I can now retire from politics after having had Happy Birthday sung to me in such a sweet, wholesome way.
Later that night, at the private after-party in a clubby Manhattan room filled with mahogany bookshelves and important men, the only known photo of Bobby, Marilyn, and Jack was taken. Marilyn stood between them, in profile, looking serious. Bobby and Jack turned themselves away from the camera. After that night, Jack faded from Marilyn's life. She didn't know about the ultimatum Jackie had given him, about taking the kids with her, and ruining his chances of re-election unless he called it quits with Marilyn. But she also didn't like being frozen out. It triggered her worst fear, abandonment. She would try the White House but was never able to reach Jack. Instead, another Kennedy was suddenly making himself available to Marilyn, Bobby. When he came to LA to visit his sister Pat and her husband Peter Lawford, Marilyn was often there.
I know for certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Hey, misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like that Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for.